Yo, what's good, y'all? Demoralized here, and today I'm gonna be explaining why I'm building a 2006 3-valve over a 5.0. All right, so reason number one for the reason I'm building a 3-valve is one, because the car cost me $6,000 to actually buy. I bought this from a private seller. He had it listed on Facebook for $6,000. It has 168,000 miles on it now. When I bought it, it was like 166. So I've had it for a hot minute now, and I've just fallen in love with the body style of this car, and for how cheap it was, I couldn't deny that deal. So one, I know in the long run I'm gonna put more money into the motor just to make it compete with these higher horsepower cars, but I'm not gonna be able to buy a Gen 1 Coyote, Gen 2, even Gen 3 for $6,000. The cheapest I've ever seen a Coyote go for was maybe 9.5, maybe 10, and that was with 150,000 miles on it. So for $3,000 less, I got a 3-valve, and I don't regret it whatsoever. The other reason I'm want to build a 3-valve is because I feel like the customization for these body styles is so unique, and there's so many unexplored routes that haven't been done with this car that I feel like I can figure out different combinations for parts and just make this car more unique than most out there. There's a lot of clean builds out there, and you know, I might take some inspiration from those, but there's just so many different ways you can go about customizing this car and just making it look so unique. Like this wicker bill I got on here from Brandon Polar off of Instagram. I do need to move it up a little bit, but the customization for these cars is just so endless. And I mean, yeah, it's Mustangs in general, but I feel like a lot of people sleep on the ability to customize these cars because, you know, they're so stuck on the S550 platform now, and the 1314s I feel like get a lot more love than the 3-valve has. And you know, I just want to bring some more spotlight to how clean these cars actually can be. This is just reference for something that you could do if you do own a 3-valve or want to go this route. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying or you know, what I'm about to show, but you know, this is obviously situational based, and there are many variables that go into cars. There's nothing ever goes according to plan. It's very rare. But so I'm on Brinspeed. I'm tuned by them, by the way, as well, and they sell a short block rated for 1,000 horsepower for $6,000. And before you guys go, oh, that's crazy, right? I paid $6,000 for the car. So if I was to drop this short block into my car, this would put my total build at $12,000 for the car and the short block, okay? For the sake of conversation, everything else is stock. With the short block in the car, it is rated for up to 1,000 horsepower. Obviously, there's other variables that can go into it: drive shaft, transmission, you know, suspension, all that, you know, other variables to hold that power. But that goes into any other car that you have to upgrade those things as well, you know? So if we go over onto the forms on our, you know, questions asked on American Muscle, it says, how much can a Gen 1 Coyote hold? So reliably, it says 750 crank horsepower. The math, I don't know the exact conversion. It's probably 600 something wheel. So right there, that's the limit of the Gen 1 Coyote. I've heard by, you know, multiple people, for the 3-valve limit, some people say it's 400, some people say it's 500. Some people have even pushed 600 on a stock block, and it's been fine. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend running that for a long time on a 3-valve, but you know, it's possible. People are just it's that torque range. I've seen many people say that torque range is what you have to worry about in the 3-valve, which I totally agree on. The horsepower, I believe you can make way past 500, even into the 600s reliably. It's just that torque you gotta watch out for. And the last thing I want to put on this conversation is, so like I said earlier, the total build, if everything else is stock, the 3-valve I got for $6K and did the short block for $6K. That would be less than if I was to get a 2013 5.0. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but a 2013 5.0, at least in my area, would be $16,000. This 5.0 has 70,000 miles. It's a manual, and it's selling for $16,000. Then we have a Gen 3 selling for $38,000. Obviously, 10-speed Gen 3. that's a whole totally different animal. I wish I could afford that right now. I'm not gonna cap. And then we have a 2012 GT, 22,000 miles, $20,000. So for the sake of my conversation, right now my build would be cheaper than if I was to just buy a 5.0. Obviously, if I don't do, you know, tearing the motor apart myself, that labor is probably gonna add up to buying a Gen 1. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of the work on the car myself, which I recommend a lot of people do. So that's reason number 2 as to why the comparison is why I'm building a 3-valve over straight up buying a 5.0. And overall, at the end of the day, it is my money. I want to spend it on what I want to spend it on. I'm very passionate. I would consider myself a diehard Mustang fan at the end of the day. I've always loved these cars, like I stated at the beginning of the video, and the 3-valve is something I've always had my eye on, and that's the main reason I think I'm going to stick with building this car. Obviously, later down the line, my dream car is a GT350, so this isn't the end-all be-all for me. I will own a GT350 someday. I plan on it. But in the meantime, I do want something I can, you know, be proud of and that I can call my own. And that's why I'm going to be trying my hardest to build the best 3-valve that I can and make it unique, something that, you know, hasn't really been done a lot, and just give it some care. All right, the camera's about to die, so I'm gonna have to make do with what I got here. At the end of the day, you guys should do what makes you guys happy, and, you know, don't let anyone disrespect your builds. You know, it's cool to poke fun at each other every now and then, but, you know, be proud of what you got. I'm very proud of the 3-valve that I own and what it's going to become. I will own a 5.0 as well as a 3-valve and a GT350. Who knows? Kind of want all three. Why not? But yeah, just be proud of what you guys got. I'm gonna be proud of what I got. I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna hope you guys are gonna come along for this journey of what I got planned, and I think it's gonna be a super clean build. I'm already tuned. I'm exhaust. Next thing I got is the wheels. Probably gonna come at the end of April. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, for right now, this is all I got for you guys. But thank you guys for tuning in today's video. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out.